So this is the second episode of The Alchemist Apprentice, the number 2. So if you look at it, we have two ways that we can think. The first one is inside and the other is outside. So when you think inside, you have to figure out, what am I doing? What's going on in my life? What am I doing that's correct and what am I doing that's incorrect? So when you think outside, you look at everybody else. What are these people doing? What is this person doing that's correct or incorrect? What can I learn? So you can learn something from everybody. Some people you learn what to do, and other people you learn what not to do. Either way, you could always learn something. All you need to do is observe. So if you think it inside, you can analyze yourself. If you're thinking outside, you can analyze everybody else. This is number 2. This is a dual nature. I said before, every person has a dual nature. You can create and you can destroy. You have what's good and you have what's bad. So it's good to be singular in certain things. You can only believe in one God, for example. You can't love God and you can't love the rest of the world. You have to choose one or the other. But how you operate, it's better if you can understand both sides. So another example is, let me think here, intelligence and intuition. So this is a very, very good one. So some people, they worship their intelligence. They think that just because they're smart, they got everything figured out. Like they don't need anything else. And other people, they're all intuition. So they're too much trying to figure out how the rest of the world works, which is good because intuition is perception. So sometimes, I had one. I used to be a homeless heroin addict, and I had one situation where I was in a room with a bunch of junkies and we were getting high. And then some other dudes came in, and I took one look at them. I was like, okay, we're going to get robbed. I already knew what was going on because my intuition told me something was incorrect with these people who just came into the door. So I was like, I made an excuse. I got to leave. And then the next time I saw those people, they told me what happened, and I wasn't even surprised. Because the intuition, it comes from the gut. It can tell you, your body will tell you what's going to happen before it happens because your body's main priority is to survive. That's the instinct. Our animal instinct is for survival, and that's where the instinct comes in. But there's also intuition. So intuition is very important because your brain, if you look at the human, what makes a human different from other animals is our prefrontal cortex is more developed. So all animals have a nervous system. They all have, even mammals have the emotional part of their brain. But the human part of their brain, the cortex, is very unique to us because it lets us think, it lets us perceive, it lets us, have abstract cognitive abilities. And that's where your intelligence comes in, and you need both of those things. So if somebody asks you, what's more important, your intuition or your intelligence, it's like, what are you going to tell them? You need both. God gave you both for a reason. And it's like that with a lot of different things. So you always have to understand the two sides of anything that you're looking at. There's a good side and a bad side for everything.